Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster. This is episode 4. Last time we got the train to stop, Rebecca put down her partner and fellow STARS member, and we ended up in the training and research facility for the Umbrella Management staff, which is not in much better shape than the train, unfortunately, since the Castlevania guy released the virus into the training facility as well as the mansion and the train.
Resident Evil 0.
So pretty much we're just working our way through the mansion now, or not the mansion, but the sort of mansion, the training facility, which looks a lot like a mansion, a specific mansion. Are the faint sounds of footsteps those of survivors? I thought there was an or at the bottom. I guess I remember that one wrong. Alright, so let's drop our ink ribbons, because we don't need those right now. Let's say... No, okay, we won't drop the microfilm just yet. Actually, no, we don't need it right now. Never mind. We'll drop that for sure. Let's grab one of these healing items that we have lying around. And let's go check out that cage we saw last time. We need Rebecca, or that Rebecca couldn't lift on her own, but Billy could. Before we do that, there is also this room with some plague crawlers in it. And something rather handy that we're going to want to grab. Alright, managed not to take any hits. See here on the left side, got ourselves a grenade launcher. One of the good old 6-barrel revolving grenade launchers, not the Resident Evil 2 and... No, is it 2 and 3? That there was the M79 single shot? Anyhow. This grenade launcher will come quite in handy shortly. Unfortunately, there is no Resident Evil remaster style trick of infinite grenade rounds, since of course there's no item box to duplicate stuff with. Also got a water embossed door, similar to the fire embossed doors we saw. There is not a whole lot of key stuff going on in this facility, though. It's not like we need a sword key and a fire key and a water key and a earth key kind of thing. And there's that angel statue, busty angel. No wings, though.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
It's not really much of a machine if you have to manually crank it. Also, Billy has to hold on to this, so we can't send him down into the pit. So let's send Officer Becky Bright Eyes to go check it out. What do we got here? A key. A red key.
Rebecca!
Nobody expects the giant centipede. So this is the Centurion. It is our second giant insect boss. Well, I guess the Scorpion was actually an arachnid, but you know. Oh, that was a fucking huge waste. So we have to save Rebecca. And again, this is a fight we can only do with Billy because Rebecca is the only one that can grab the item. We just have to make sure that she doesn't get too chewed up. Centipede's not too much trouble because, as you can see, he doesn't really come after us. He actually sort of moves like Yawn from Resident Evil Remake, in that he sort of figure eights around the room, and if you get too close, he hits you. As long as we interrupt him when he tries to chew on Rebecca, she should be alright.
Rebecca! Are you alright?
Yes, thank you.
You'll notice too that when anything bad happens to Rebecca, she has a tendency to hold her arm for some reason. Like when she got off the train and everything, she was doing that too. Alright, so that boss wasn't too tough. You see Rebecca didn't actually take any damage from that, which is good. I don't know if she can actually die there. I think she can if you let him chew on her too much. But I've never had it happen. So we got a second statue for our little balancing act. So let's head back to the main hall and drop that off. I will say too, centipedes are one of the most horrible things in the insect kingdom, but the sort of more common variant of centipedes, the armored ones, don't bother me nearly as much as fucking house centipedes. I don't know why. House centipedes are just gross. But honestly, one thing that really bugs me, I'm not super like, or I'm not really, geez, what would the term be? It'd be like ento something a phobe, but anyway, I'm not really afraid of bugs. I'm a little bit arachnophobic, but yeah, I don't know, any of the things with very small, fine, like delicate legs, for some reason that bothers me way more than anything else. Like daddy long legs, those things are horrible. They're harmless, but they're horrible. Though, even those variant of giant centipedes are pretty gross just because they fucking snag bats out of trees by hanging from tree branches. Just imagine one of those things falling on your head. Alright, grenade launcher's spent, so we'll drop that.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
And let's go stick this thing in our balancing thing. Our busty angel. But of course, we're not quite at Sephiroth levels here, so they don't quite balance out. We need to find some wings. Alright. We also got the fire key. But there are actually only 2 doors that use that key. So, let's see here. How are we doing on, stuff? Not great, but not terrible. So I think we'll send Rebecca off on this mission. And she's got a decent number of slots. I didn't actually point out the first door, but it's in this dining hall room where everyone should be dead again, except for that guy apparently. And this is just the kitchen. Not really much here, except some lighter fluid for Billy's lighter. As well as some more bottles to make more molotovs, since we do have that gasoline. Kind of wonder now how they're lighting those molotovs if Billy's lighter has no fluid in it. They just sort of come pre-lit. Maybe Rebecca's got a magnifying glass in her little medic kit, even though it's night. We don't question these things. I mean, can you imagine how much of a pain in the ass, though, if you needed, like, 4 different items to make a Molotov? Like, you gotta find some rag scraps. Suddenly we're getting into, like, survival crafting game territory. hand this off to Billy. It's not much good to Rebecca. Combine it with the lighter. And... I think we're actually going to need to pair up again and go up to that room where the crank was, because that's where the other door is, as well as the candle that Billy needs to light. And let's combine this. And where's that molotov? Let's make a nice big stack of those. I think these stack indefinitely. There's no maximum size to the molotov stack. That's not what I wanted. That's not even... Well, I guess it's sort of close. I could have solved this problem by not being lazy and actually like spacing the items out, but whatever. We can make it work. And the only reason I wanted to pick that up was so I could drop it again in a bigger stack. Alright, let's leave those over there. I think we should be good.
This way.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I stuck on? I should like do a total at the end of this of the number of these transitions we see throughout the game. I'm just curious how many times we have to watch those sort of thing.
I'll go.
Alright,
Okay.
let's drop Billy off here. Throw that key away. And somehow there's like a heat sensing plate in this thing, and the door opens up. Or slides? Does that just slide into the wall? Anyway, there's a bunch of zombies in here. Not great because we don't have a lot of ammo, but hey, look, here's some more grenade rounds. It's kind of a worthwhile trade-off for pistol rounds, honestly. It's like one of those living Harry Potter paintings, except it's just fruit that slowly rots. And in here... we found the good book. Or the Book of Good. Unusually heavy for a book of its thickness, eh? Ah, clever girl. One problem here is that, of course, this is a pair of wings, and our devil statue only has one wing. So I guess we're not quite done with that yet. Alright, Billy's gonna head back to the main hall, but let's see what Rebecca's up to. So while he's doing that, let's check out what's in this red room. Probably not a backward-speaking midget, unfortunately. The sound of intrigue. Do you see any ammo hidden around here? Because I certainly do. Sneaky bugger. Still, I prefer that they have ammo hidden like that than the Resident Evil 2 and 3 style of just hiding it in static objects in the background. This is sort of a inverse here to a room in Resident Evil 1, where the lights are on and we need to turn them off. In that game, turning the lights off revealed that the eyes of one of the deer heads were actually, gems. Here, turning the light on just reveals that there's something hidden up on this moose's head. And hey, it's an iron needle. I wonder what we could use that for. Gorgeously mounted stuffed animal. Didn't know Rebecca was a taxidermy enthusiast. I bet she's real good friends with Police Chief Brian Irons. William and Albert. So, they wanted William and Albert to directly compete, but as we saw, they must have buddied up at some point. It's also nice that you can see there the items actually reflect in the windows as well, not just, the static backgrounds. Got some more shotgun shells. What does that leave us? That leaves us 12. Alright, so let's head back to the main hall and meet up with Billy, and then we'll go solve this clock problem. But while Rebecca's heading off, let's switch out these statues here. So we're going to need to remove the angel statue, because we got wings for that, and combine her with the wings, and then just pop her back on. But now she's too heavy. Only she wasn't so busty, they might actually equal out. So obviously we're going to need to find ourselves one more devil wing. But, can't really do that from here. Rebecca should be just about where she needs to be now, so let's head over to her. And we did see that note that said the password is 8:15 for these meetings. So let's stick this little hand on here on the clock. Alright, the minute hand. And the hour hand. And we should be good. It is nice of them to show you which rooms have been unlocked, because, it's not really a traditional use a key on a door thing. So we've got 2 more rooms we can go into. But let's snag these healing items while we're here. I'm trying not to get pecked to death. It would be an almighty waste to blast these crows with a shotgun, no matter how satisfying it would be. They're also really not that damaging when they hit you. Oh, there's the red herb. Likes to be cheeky with the camera angles. Whoop. I just sort of bumped one of them. And we're not going to switch to Billy because we're actually going to keep using Rebecca for these rooms. Not a far walk from the moment, though. Because one of them is right here. And let's double check the map. Yeah, it's just a single room, so we shouldn't need both partners here. Rebecca should be able to sort out whatever we find. The sound of shuffling zombies. Hold on, let me read this poetry, zombie. I don't actually remember if that refers to any specific puzzle. Son of a bitch. Maybe she can't handle this. You probably noticed there too, his fingers sort of clawed at the air behind me, but he still grabbed me. They've got a little bit of a freebie on their grabs. Okay, we shouldn't be too badly injured here. Never mind. Might need to use this after all. That's fine. As long as we still got something in reserve, I'm not too worried about our healing items. Got another microfilm. And some more shotgun ammo. Perfect. In the Resident Evil remake, using shotgun ammo on zombies is a pretty big waste, but honestly here we get enough ammo for the shotgun that it's pretty viable. Alright, so we got the microfilm.
Come on!
Okay.
So we are actually going to need to finally go into that door over there, because that is where the other clock door is. Which is unfortunate, because I don't really want to go through there. So let's give Billy the microfilm. And the ammo. And let's grab the other microfilm as well. Drop the grenade ammo. Alright, so far so good. And we are going to take the molotovs. As we're going to need them.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
And just to be safe, we're going to equip the molotovs, you know? Just in case something happens. Now, despite that, we're not going to go through this door. Ever, really. There's not really a good reason to. And, you guys will see why, but we won't go through in our main playthrough. I hear zombies, so let's switch back to our pistol. I think I mentioned it when we first got them, but Molotovs are not very effective against zombies. Alright, he's down. So we've got a projector here. Let's pop in our microfilm. So it's an overhead view of the main hull we saw upstairs. Let's insert the second microfilm, which overlays a code on top of the desks. And that gives us the MO disk. Which we can use to restart the computer in that room. However, got another Leech man here. Leech men are weak against Molotovs. They are the main use for Molotovs in the game, but they are a pain in the ass because of that. Three Molotovs will take down a Leech man on normal, but usually pretty hard to get the third one in without getting grabbed at least once. Thankfully, as we can see here, the grab actually does less damage than their wiggly wobbly slap arms. So that's the reason I didn't want to go in there earlier, because that Leech man still would have appeared. I believe the official term is just Mimicry Marcus, but I refer to them as Leech men. Or Leech zombies, whatever you want to call them. I guess they're not really zombies, since they are just a pile of leeches. So yeah, we're pretty much just going to be saving our Molotovs for those guys. And whenever there's none of them coming around, we won't need them. There is also incendiary ammo for the grenade launcher, which, you know, functions just as well against Leech men, but allows you to hit them from farther away. One thing I'm not completely certain about, but I think is the case, is Rebecca actually throws Molotovs faster than Billy. It's the one thing that she's kind of more effective with, I think, but I haven't really extensively tested that. Well, we did get a system disk. Please input code 0A. There's no input devices nearby, but of course, we did get that file. So, each of these desks has a button on it with a, number or letter assigned to it. So we just need to go to the top left, and the first desk on the third row on the right of it. Now, it doesn't say it there, but we do need to put in the code simultaneously, otherwise it won't work. See, we've only got a couple seconds to do it, so we're going to need both characters for this. I thought that these puzzles might be slightly randomized, like some of the puzzles in Resident Evil 3. Like the solution has a couple different ones that it rotates through, but it doesn't seem to be the case, because it's always 0A for this and 815 for the other one. Alright, so put Rebecca there. And just like the grappling hook puzzle, that's really all there is to it. There's a few puzzles like that in the game. Not really much of a puzzle, honestly. So that opens up the 3 sword doors.
Let's go!
Okay.
Which on the map here is this door here, which you can see leads to a couple areas, as well as that's the water door, this observatory area up here, and oh yeah, the front door, which is unlike the front door from Remake, in that we don't have to worry about dog zombies jumping through when we try to open it. There isn't actually much to see out there, but
I'll go.
Okay.
I think we made some good progress today. Opened up to quite a bit of the training facility, so I think we'll call it here for episode 4. Next time we'll check out those... Oh, I thought I told Billy to come with me, but I guess not. That's okay. The increment is this right here, right? So, that'll do it pretty much for episode 4. And next time we'll just check out those other areas. Till then, I've been Shadefyre, and I'll see you all around next time. And this is the room that we didn't go into, that we aren't going to go into, but we'll see what happens here when we do go into. It's just a bathroom, no big deal. You know, here's some gasoline, make some more Molotovs out of that. And an herb. So let's just head out with our treasure. Oh god, there's a Leech man. So when you've got Molotovs, it's not too big of a deal. But the idea is, you can see there's also a bottle right there, so you can make Molotovs. This room is pretty much just to screw you over when you first get to the training facility. It is one of a variety of rooms that are kind of designed like that. You know, hey, if you don't know this is coming, it's just there to fuck you over. You're probably not going to have Molotovs with you when you come in here the first time, so either you're going to have to run past the Leech Man and probably take some damage, though you actually have a couple seconds when he transforms from his Marcus form to his completely Leech form, where you could kind of slip past him, maybe, if he doesn't grab you. But you're basically like, oh shit, there's a Leech Man, and you have to scramble to try to make a Molotov out of these two things, and it's just there to kind of make you take damage. Like, even here, coming here with the Molotovs we already had, all we got out of it was enough to make more Molotovs. You got 3 extra gas, but you still need 3 extra bottles, so those aren't much good to you right away. I think we'll check out a couple of these bullshit rooms in this sort of extra feature at the end, where, you know, what happens if you go in unprepared. But that's all for now. Look at that dog tag jiggle physics. And handcuff jiggle physics. Billy's just covered in them.